In this video, we will go over the power of the burn team, a new type of fire damage dealers. The exclusive hero, Chaos, is the one standing out the most, especially if paired with his exclusive weapon, which grants him a 20% crit rate. He does a lot of damage to enemies, as well as dispel the burn applied by our allies. He is self-sufficient if you decide to go with accuracy on him. However, I highly suggest skipping it and going totally offensive with the Inventor's Light Armor, which is the Inventor's Inspiration set, which boosts attack and crit rate. Also gives us an extra damage when we are casting the skills. You can build someone else to apply this burn. These heroes will need accuracy, so they can be weaker heroes when it comes to damage. So in this case, we're gonna use bags, and we're gonna see how strong Ascetius is. As you can see, he applies the burn through his skill, and we'll wait for the ultimate on this dude, and we're gonna explode this burn, and we'll see how much damage he can do. Obviously, the more burn on the enemy, the higher the damage will be, which we'll see in the action soon. The developers also thought about the alternative to Ascetius, which is Arrogance, a hero that works in a similar fashion, dealing a lot of damage to the targets that have burn on them by dispelling it. And trust me, he does almost the same amount of damage. The only difference is he can do this damage to the heroes around him compared to Ascetius' huge AOE range. And we can see that in action here when we'll start this fight. The equipment is a little bit different because we have Eye on the Giant on him, but we'll see that in this scenario he does a lot of damage. When he doesn't have access to the heroes with burn, that's when he does less. My favorite burn hero so far is Drem. Whenever a burn is dispelled, triggered, or expired, he deals 45% fire damage to the enemy and surrounding enemies. On top of applying the burn himself, he also boosts the damage of our allies, our burn allies. He grants them 25% attack up and crit damage up. And also does a lot of AOE damage in this area, and if the enemy is under the burn, he ignores 50% of the defense. Let's see him in action. So obviously with the burn team, you'll need to manage your rotation. You don't want to cast this spell before you cast most of your skills. So if we look here at the damage, now we're going to dispel the burn, and he's also going to deal damage thanks to that. The next legendary hero is Scarf, which I use as the burn enabler in the full legendary formation of this team. He scales with Enlightenment, so I'm going Enlightenment and accuracy on him with high attack, and he does a lot of AoE damage with huge chance of applying 2 stacks of burn through the ultimate, and then single target burn on with 6 basic attacks basically. Obviously I'm gonna use here someone else to apply this as well, so we can see how much he can do. He's not doing too much damage, which is weird. Maybe different build will work, but he is definitely really useful in the full legendary team. As you can see, the whole field AoE have a huge chance of applying lots of burn stacks. Epic hero Lyle is amazing and applying burn, especially through his battle skill that will just bounce off the targets with 100% chance of applying burn. And also his blast ability dispels 1 stack of burn, I believe, and triggers AoE damage by burn once. So let's see this in action. As we can see, everyone is with the burn now. We're gonna apply more burn, and let's pull it there. We're gonna dispel the burn and trigger a burn explosion. Another epic hero that is quite interesting is Gorax, who places self-made turrets at the location that have a 50% chance of inflicting burn on the enemies while also applying burn of through his battle skill. And basically when the hero summon unit deals damage to enemies inflicted with burn, has a 75% chance of triggering blast, which dispels one burn and triggers the burn. So let's see that in action. So as we can see, the turret is there and is dealing basically damage in a line. So it's good to place it properly. Let's see if we can place it manually in a line that will work the best for us. So yeah, we can do that easily. And this will help us apply burn on the targets once we have enough accuracy. An alternative to Durham is Percival. Similar, he boosts attack up to all burn allies. This deals AOE damage, as well as strikes single enemy 3 times to apply burn, and thus 30% more damage to enemies inflicted with burn with an aura that boosts our attack. And you could see another rare hero constantly in action, Bex, who is there to apply the burn. Now that we know how the team works, let's put it in action against these weekly bosses that usually require a little bit of AoE damage. So I'm going to use the high-end teams here. And we're going to see the potential of these teams. We'll see first in action our exclusive hero with exclusive weapon and how much damage he does. Basically, as I said, the rotation here is really important. We first want to apply as much burn as possible while also buffing ourselves. And then dispel the burn and basically demolish the first wave, which was hard for me even in the end game with my rally team and Huberg. Here we can see it's going really, really easy. The damage is huge and we're applying constant pressure with the burn. Obviously, the single target is way lower compared to the wild team, etc., but we can really take it down quickly. Now, let's do the same thing with the other burn hero that is excelling at damage. And the only difference here is his range will not be able to hit the adds in the back, which is really, really bad for this encounter. But as long as the adds are in his face, on his in face of an enemy that has adds, we can still get away with it. As you will see, despite him doing amazing damage. Did you see how much HP he took off the boss? That was a lot. And when we cast it once again, we'll see this big chunk of damage living, but I'm not gonna do that because I might kill the boss beforehand. Let's try. Well, let's see. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Bang. Okay, so he's dispelling all these burn stacks and deals massive damage. Let's do another weekly dungeon with this team. First, the legendary hero version. And you can see we can almost take all the adds out with just single hit. Let's try the same fight with Arrakis here instead of the exclusive hero. And look at this. Bang. I mean, this guy is crazy. If you thought Tonalnen is strong, He is really, really strong. The issue is the range of his ultimate is limited compared to the exclusive hero. Bam. That is a lot of damage there, guys. Now let's see if the rare version of the heroes can do something similar. So in here I'll need to do manual casting of those two skills. Oh, sorry, of this one skill. As you can see, it works in a similar fashion. I mean, we don't need these legendaries as long as we have this lizard on steroids with someone who can apply burn, we are good to go. So this time around, yeah, we'll wait for the ads. So let's wait with this ultimate. This ultimate is the one that buffs all our burn heroes. So what we want is we want to get you to low enough HP and try and pop the ads as well. So there are the ads. Gonna cast this ultimate as well. And we're gonna demolish. Well, not quite, but you see the potential there. Basically, it doesn't matter if we have the exclusive hero and the legendary ones, we can still do almost the same thing. So as mentioned earlier in the video, this team is not the one to excel at a single target damage, because compared to other teams that I will show you later on, they are not doing too well. I mean, around 20 million damage, well, between 15 to 20 million damage on 50 stacks. This is what this team can do, and there are teams that can do better. Obviously, this is level 2 Vortex, because I didn't have a chance to unlock the next one because it takes a couple of days. But you'll see the overall damage here. So as you can see, when it comes to single target damage, the burn team with the epic hero is doing pretty much the same damage as the one with the exclusive hero. So the next team I'll put here is with these rare heroes that can apply burn, and we'll see if it is going to be similar result. And here we go, a rare alternative to the team, and it's doing pretty good, around the same damage as the legendary variant with the exclusive. I would say even smoother, because we're at like 20 million. Obviously it's RNG, but we're very close to 20 million within the 50 stacks. So yeah, definitely not a single target team, but very good in AOE content, and who knows, maybe this season will bring more AOE bosses for us to deal with. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please click the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. As always, thank you for watching, stay safe, bye!